Greetings once more, my dear friends. Fanatical Dragon back once again. Didn't expect to be back so soon, but this just arrived today, and as I'm sure you've seen from the thumbnail, contains Arrow's Shawscope Vol3, which I'm super excited to get a chance to crack into the official release. Obviously, I was lucky enough to get review screeners, but I, like the rest of you, have to buy my proper full box, which I did, and this is it. The reason I kind of left the outer boxes in places so you could see that this has been much better packed than we saw with the Bruce Lee box sets last year. The Hut Group obviously taking on board an awful lot of the criticism that they got for that debacle. So this time around, a whole big bunch of kind of padded airbags inside there. And then our now familiar inner box kind of housing the actual box set itself. So we'll snip through this, try not to cut open the top of the box. And there it be, Money Green, the third, and in some ways maybe the most loaded of the Shawscope box sets so far. Much more wuxia focused. Obviously I'm kind of just almost halfway through my reviews. I've done reviews of discs 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, which you can find. I'll leave links down to underneath, and I'm going to continue doing reviews as I continue to work through the rest of the set. There's so much on here, it's taken me a little while longer than I expected to kind of go through all the extras, but anyway, enough rambling. Let us get our plastic out of the way and take a look inside. Very happy that they've kept the same format. It's hard to believe it's been 2 years since we had Volume 2, but then we had Arrow's glorious Bruce Lee at Golden Harvest box set last year. So our J card easily removable, not even glued down, and that kind of gives us a full rundown of all the movies and all the extras. I've made countless videos already explaining the different films that are on here and the different extras, which you can kind of go and check out, so I won't go through all that just now. We'll just take a look at the inside of the box, kind of pause to take a look at. I think it works really well in green. Speculation on what colour we will see Volume 4 being. Do we think yellow, gold maybe? Hard to say. Orange? Who can say? We'll see. Hopefully we'll find out next year, because I think Volume 4 has been confirmed. Looks like my set has arrived without any dinks, which I think my first volume had a couple of little marks on it, but this one looks to be pretty much perfect. Inside our book we are getting our discs, and we see Tony Stella's gorgeous, gorgeous artwork for the One-Armed Swordsman. And over the page we will find the other two movies in that trilogy. We'll find Return of the One-Armed Swordsman and the new One-Armed Swordsman. Tony Stella again doing artwork for those two. And you can check out my review for that, and kind of where I go through all the extras. The first disc particularly absolutely loaded with extras, especially a whole bunch from Frederick Amberzine's archives, which are very, very cool. Just did disc 3 and 4. Disc 3 is Lady Hermit and Intimate Confessions of a Chinese Courtesan. Another artist I'm a big fan of, that's Lan Shidi doing the artwork for Lady Hermit. I think it was Tom Ralston did Intimate Confessions. Disc 4 is The 14 Amazons. Art on that one is by Julian Yates. Disc 5, which will be the next one that I am covering, is Chor Yun's incredible The Magic Blade and Clans of Intrigue. Both really, really good fun. Magic Blade especially, I'm a huge, huge fan of. Artwork for the Magic Blade is again by Julian Yates. Artwork for Clans of Intrigue is once again by Lan Shidi, aka Uncle Frank Reductions. Then we jump to disc 6, and we're getting Jade Tiger and the Sentimental Swordsman. Jade Tiger art's been done by Chris Malbon, and Sentimental Swordsman is another Julian Yates design. Then over into disc number 7, a couple of absolute fan favourites here. We've got Avenging Eagle, with Tom Ralston doing the artwork for that, and Killer Constable with one of my personal favourites with Kung Fu Bob O'Brien. Beautiful. And Killer Constable, one of the ones that I'm most excited to check out, because we've got the extended cut, the Korean cut, with a whole bunch of extra footage that none of us have seen before, or I certainly haven't seen before. And then disc 8, we get Buddha's Palm, artwork once again by Lan Shidi, and Bastard Swordsman by the incomparable, incredible Tony Stella. The main wide angle shot for that you get on the menu page looks absolutely fantastic. I just couldn't be any more in love with Tony's work than I am. Beautiful, beautiful. Then we get disc 9, which is a whole dedicated bonus disc, which we didn't see on the previous 2 volumes, with an enormous amount of material from Frederick Amberzine's archives. A newly filmed appreciation of Chor Yun by Tony Raines, and that's where we see our kind of longer presentation of Killer Constable, and a whole bunch of other interviews and goodies. And then we get just one music disc this time round, but that's fine. I think it's nice that we're still getting one with more cuts from the DeWolf Music Library. And that is the end of our disc set. Kind of get more figures in the back, so very much keeping the styling the same as we saw on volumes 1 and 2. And inside our book, we're getting our 100 Years of Chivalry by David West, cast and crew film notes by Ian Jane for all the movies, Gulong Drunken Master by Jonathan Clements, and The Legend of Five Station Mountain by Dylan Chung, and then notes about the restorations. And a bunch of really nice big stills from the One-Armed Swordsman and Return of the One-Armed Swordsman, and the new One-Armed Swordsman. It's David West's article. Still from The Lady Hermit. Still from Intimate Confessions, another one there. Some shots from The Magic Blade. Such a cool movie, man. And then our notes about each film. So again, as we saw last time, we're getting cast and crew notes, a synopsis, some film notes, a little trivia box, and a Name That Tune section. Very cool. I will pour through this in depth in time to when I'm kind of going through and doing the rest of the reviews and see, because in Volume 1 they kind of alluded to a few of the movies that were going to be on Volume 2 if you went through and paid proper attention to the book. We'll see if that's the case again. And we get the original posters here for all the movies. Intimate Confessions, 14 Amazons. Yeah, we're getting a wee further viewing section this time round. Interesting. The Magic Blade. Clans of Intrigue, The Jade Tiger, Sentimental Swordsman, Avenging Eagle, Killer Constable, Buddha's Palm, bonkers but great fun, and Bastard Swordsman. Wish we had Return of the Bastard Swordsman on here, but I'm keeping my hopes high that we'll maybe see that included in Volume 4. We shall see. Then Jonathan Clements' article, Drunken Master Gulong. Gulong was the original writer who wrote a bunch of the films, or a bunch of the scripts, a bunch of the stories that ended up getting turned into movies by Chor Yun, starting with The Magic Blade and then a whole bunch of others. They had a pretty long collaboration. I'd be interested to read that. And some more stills there from the Avenging Eagle, from Buddha's Palm. Legend of Five Station Mountain, Shaw Brothers' Conquest of the Television Zhang Hu by Dylan Chung. And then our footnotes, bibliography, notes about the restoration, production credits, special thanks. A nice picture of the Avenging Eagle cast at the end. And that is our book, and that is Volume 3. Man, I'm hoping that all of you start getting these through very soon too. Mine shipped out a couple of days ahead of official release, which I think is still about a week away or so. If you've not ordered it so far and you're looking for somewhere to get it from that will package it well, I would please plead with you to use Terracotta, who are absolutely fantastic. I'm an affiliate with Terracotta, so you can help the channel out that way too. If you feel this is a massive investment at a time of year when money is tight, because obviously Christmas is just coming up, the movies are starting to go up in the Arrow Player. The first 4 discs worth of movies are already up on the Arrow Player, and you can find that through a standalone app, or you can also access it through Amazon Prime. If you're already an Amazon Prime member, you can add on Arrow onto your subscription there pretty easily. They often have free trials. Check and see if it's your first time checking out the app, that you often get a week for free, or at least a couple of days, and then you can at least check out not just the movies but all the extra features as well. So yeah, I know for some people this is a pretty hefty investment that costs a lot of cash, but I think in my case I sold a bunch of stuff because I knew this was coming out, and there was no way I was going to pass up getting the 3rd volume. I've absolutely adored the first 2 volumes. Suspect this is going to be release of the year for me, but in fact I know this is going to be release of the year for me. There's nothing else that's going to top this year. I think it's still the absolute peak that we've seen kind of Shaw Brothers releases on Blu-ray from anybody really, in terms of presentation, the way that they've done the packaging design. I'm all in for all of it, and the extras they put together are absolutely first rate. So that's it. I shall roll this out just before we hit the 10-minute mark and say to you, if you don't already subscribe to the channel, then do please hit the red button and help me out, help me get my numbers up, because like I say, at the moment I don't get sent any of these things for free. I still kind of got to buy them myself, as all of you do, so every extra subscriber really does help immensely with kind of keeping the lights on for the channel. That's it. I'll leave you be. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Let me know in the comments below if you've already received yours, and what you're making of it, what you're looking forward to on Volume 4. Let's just chat about Shaw Brothers, because I love to do that with all of y'all. I've been the Fanatical Dragon. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, you're a fucking star, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.